That 10 to 15 is part of it is down payment, but the other part, just to backtrack a little bit, the other part of that 10 to 15 is cushion. We'll just call it cushion, or reserves, as we call them, reserves, right? So reserves are important is because I tell people, there's an old saying, the way you do nothing is the way you do everything. But basically, the way you are in your personal finances will most likely reflect how you are in your business. So just like we keep telling everybody to save, to invest, save, to have an emergency fund, your business needs an emergency fund. Your business needs an emergency fund. See, we can't treat your business like you can't. What this pandemic has showed us, there's a lot of businesses out there that was living, like, as they say, people live from check to check. Businesses living from, surviving from customer to customer or deal to deal. And now that there's no deals or no customers, they shutting their doors. Just like people living from check to check. When you lose that check, now you don't have anything. So it's the same thing in business. You need to have a reserve. I don't care if you're opening up a lemonade stand to running a major operation. No business should start off with no reserves. Reserves are super important. So you want to come into the game with some money set aside. So this is why we say 15 grand. It's not because you need 15 grand. You might not even need the 10 grand. We're trying to make sure you have anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 set aside so that when or if something happens, before you start making enough money, that you actually have money set aside that you can go and pull from those reserves as you may experience needing money. You don't have to like, oh man, my truck went out on its first few loads and I had an issue. Now I got to pay this, and I don't have the money. So this is why we tell you to have $10,000 to $15,000 set aside, because you may not need the whole 10, but you're going to need money set aside.